Welcome back to an episode of Half Court Trap. Our first time in a while, second time this year, kind of doing a quarter season show. As you can see, we got our usual suspects from the same as the Beyond the Trenches. My guy Jeff.
You.
Yo, Tobi, what's good, man?
Good.
Hey, and today, Jordan won't be with us, but we got us a pinch hitter, special guest on our show. My man Dave. What's going on, Dave?
What up?
What up, fellas? All right. Like I said before, we're quarter way through the season, 21 games. Perfect time to do a show. To fill in for a little bit throughout the season. So right now, first thing we're gonna ask is, what's the biggest storylines or surprises so far this season, Jeff? Starting with you, bro.
Yeah, you already know I'm gonna talk about the Suns and their hot start. I mean, number one in the West. I know they got the Warriors behind them, but they playing lights out. And I'm not shocked because you already know I had a favoritism all last season on the Suns, and I was like, what? I feel like
Chris Paul should have been MVP. You were drunk last year.
I feel like we got robbed. Either way, look, the Suns 9-2 at home, 9-1 on the road. You know what I'm saying? They busting out right now at 112 points a game, holding opponents to 104 points a game. They on a 17-game win streak, and they 10-0 in their last 10. I mean, they still got the fire burning from last year. They took an L in the chip, which is surprising because typically when we see teams take an L in the chip, they kind of slow back down in the regular season to try to preserve themselves to get to the regular season. I called him a big three. We're talking about Book, CP3, Ayton. I know Ayton isn't your typical big man, but I'm impressed by the Suns' hot start. Shout out to Monty Williams.
All right, Tobi, what you been checking out this season so far?
I'm not really shocked by the Suns because if you want to go back on the film, I knew they were going to be top 3 seed, and I picked Monty Williams to be coach of the year. So not too shocked by them. Yeah. I guess the biggest story, it has to be the Lakers. To me, they're by far the most intriguing story because we still don't know what type of team they are. We don't know what they do the best. Bron is still in and out the lineup. Ariza ain't played. Kendrick Nunn ain't played. Are they still going to make Ariza? There's so much going on with the Lakers that they have to be the most consistent, storyline. Look, LeBron just had caught COVID or contact yesterday. Now he's out for another 2 games. So it's like, when are they going to gain stability? When they're going to go on the winning streak? What's going to happen with them? Westbrook is playing better, but right now they're the 8th seed. They're 11. They're 12 and 11. To me, the West is still kind of wide open because the Clippers I don't think Kawhi's coming back, and Michael Porter's done for the year for Denver. Plus Murray, he's probably not going to come back until
his career might be
next
over
year.
Who, Jamal?
No, MPJ.
MPJ is back. This is a second time
again. Yeah.
I was hesitant on him at first, Mike, and then you convinced me, and now this, so I feel some type of way.
No. Hold on. He can play.
I told you, and you know our mantra. Your best availability is what? Availability.
I know.
All right, then. So.
Yeah, but the back is the back thing. Remember, the back is with T Mac in his career, basically.
Yeah,
Larry Bird, same thing. Like the back, you can't really fix the back. It's unpredictable. That's the problem.
Especially when you're running. When you play a sport, you run almost 5 miles a game, bro, and you got a bad back. That's gonna kill you, yo. Trust me.
He's like 6'10" too, right?
Yeah. Well, who? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah. Porter Jr.
The bad part is he just signed the contract in the summertime for 5 years. 177.
So Tobi, he oofed it to get the money. That's what you're saying.
I'm happy he got his money because he's probably not going to get it again. That was my guy. I wanted him coming out the Jack Horn to come to the Sixers, but at least he got his money. He got his one little payday because the way his back is
looking,
it's over.
Hey, he played it better than Dennis Schroeder did, so he got the bag. All right, Dave. Any surprises, stories, or surprises so far this season for you, bro?
Well, yeah, just literally to open the season, Kyrie not playing. Wow. Probably the biggest surprise of all. I didn't see that coming a mile away. But the more surprising is the Nets still succeeding without him. I didn't see that coming. I saw the big fall off because last year Harden looked like he started to slip a little bit. Especially come playoff time. I think the legs turned to jelly come playoff time. Kyrie carried them to a couple of games when he was healthy, But Durant, Durant's gonna be Durant. He's still gonna be Superman no matter what. But I didn't expect the Nets to be this good. I expected them to be maybe fighting for a 3 seed, 4 seed. I also didn't expect Boston to fall so fast. I don't know what's wrong in Boston, but
well, let me ask you this, Dave. Do you think they're gonna move Kyrie?
Who would want him? He's a dude that's refusing to play the game. Like,
but it's because of the COVID protocol in New York.
I mean, that's the thing.
Not doing
NBA's not going to change those. The NBA can't see. Kyrie locked himself in a box. Kyrie put his principles on the outside and was like, "I'm going to be this fighter for these people," and got all these people rallied behind him. He can't take the shot now. If he goes and gets that shot, he loses so much fan base because they're going to be like, "Oh, this sucker, he sold out for the money. Oh, this sucker, he's a liar. He's this, he's that." He really painted himself into a corner. So now the only way he plays this game again is if the NBA relaxes the protocols and allows unvaccinated players to start playing again. I don't see that happening, yo. Especially with these new strains every couple of months, new strains popping up, and they're more dangerous than the previous one. They're not going to risk the investments. And honestly, I don't blame them, to be honest. But the Nets, I think Kyrie. I think Kyrie's done just for the simple fact that the Nets succeeded without him this far already. They're number 1 seed in the East, got it pretty much locked. I mean, I think they're a better team than the Bucks right now, to be honest. Pound for pound. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't think they need Kyrie, but to me that was like the biggest surprise, and it still is the biggest storyline because literally you got this all-world point guard out there just not playing. It's not that he's injured. It's just he refuses to get a deal. Like, I can't get around that. Yeah.
All right, well, mine, since none of you guys said it, is to me, it is the Golden State Warriors. So you guys said it, and because nobody expected them to be the best team in the league or best top seed in the West, or the record they got right now. Nobody. Maybe Jordan, because he was going to Golden State hard, but nobody was.
He was saying Wiggins was going to make them that great.
What happened, Toby?
Go watch the tape. Go listen to watch his MVP, man. That's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say.
But you expect to be this good. I don't think nobody expected that.
No, I didn't expect them to be 1 seed good.
Especially
but I knew they were going to be back to their playoff form.
Yeah. Without Clay?
Huh? I knew Clay was coming back this year. That's the thing. I knew Clay was coming back.
But they're doing this without Clay.
Yeah, I know. That's the surprising part. They're doing it without
Clay. They blowing teams out a lot of times.
Imagine when he comes back. You know what I mean? But I knew they were going to be back in the playoffs this year. Last year was that fluke because they lost a star guy. So
yeah, but I think that a lot of young boys that got better over time. Jordan Poole, obviously. He stands out. And then Draymond, like, more energetic when they win it. I feel like he's like, you know what I mean?
He always.
Yeah, he is.
And he always, when he get the ass beat, he slow up the court. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
Yeah. But now he doing his thing, and Kerr, I think, doing a hell of a job, coach. And low key, Iggy coming back to me was big for them. Or whatever.
Leadership. He like that Haslam rule. He not really doing what he used to do.
I thought Haslam was retired 3 years ago. That's still messing my head up.
That's crazy that he's still in the league. 20 years.
Yeah,
20 years
playing.
They just paying him. They just
right. They just paying him. That's it. They pay him for 2 years. Not doing nothing. Whatever. All right. Well, moving on forward, man. What team? Next question. What team in the top 8 right now in the East? Let's start with. Do you expect to fall out? Toby, what you think, bro?
In the East, easy. Top 8, I see Cleveland at number 8. I could just pick them. They're gonna
easy pick.
Easy pick, and I mean, I'm gonna go with I'm just gonna say Cleveland. I still see Atlanta under. I mean, Atlanta's 10, Boston. They're both gonna pass Cleveland, even the Sixers. So I'm just gonna say Cleveland and
not even the Sixers.
The Sixers are below them too. So all those teams are gonna move on. There might be a couple teams, but I'm only gonna pick one. Cleveland.
All right, Jeff, what do you think, bro?
I got the Wizards, man. I got the Wizards. They it's not enough talent on the team. Bill is there. They started off real hot to start the season, but they 5-5 in their last 10, and they don't play well away from home. So I don't foresee that being a continued thing. The coach, Wes Unseld Jr., I think he has the potential because he got him started hot, but as time goes on, he'll learn how to keep his teams hot. Brad Bill is like averaging in the 7 of his last 10 games, he's had 10 assists, which is a good thing. It's showing he can distribute the ball instead of just being a jacker. So, but I see them falling right out, man.
They got your boy Kuz.
Yo, he's still trying to get out that sweater, yo. He's still trying to get out his sweater.
that too. That's it.
All right,
Wow.
Dave, what do you expect to fall out?
Well, I was gonna say the Cavs, but Toby took that one. I don't want to ride the same team, so another one that's gonna most likely fall out is gonna be the Knicks.
Really?
I said it
Knicks-
last year.
Yeah, the Knicks,
Nobody
the jig
agrees
is
with
up.
me.
All right, Randall's not the guy. Randall's a guy. He's not the guy. Toppin was a bust.
Or-
All right,
Toppin
it
is
was-
kind of
he
a
was
bust to me.
he was supposed to come and revolutionize New York. They were souped about him for about 3 weeks until the season started. But he ain't been doing much. Their roster got gutted. They're right now. They're
Isn't
struggling
Walker
to be-
like out of rotation now, or something like that? I saw
Yeah.
her.
He is.
Yeah.
Kevin Walker out of rotation already. That's crazy.
out of the rotation altogether. For what? Like,
Yeah.
like the jig is up there. Like everybody can see now. Right now it's 500. It should be right now is when usually the Knicks are supposed to be winning their games, and then losing later. Their schedule is easy for these first 25. They got one of the easiest schedules of the first 25, but they're not doing nothing with it. They're mucking it up. So when their schedule gets harder, you're gonna see the losses start to mount. Plus, I think, like I said, Boston's always been like a personal favorite of mine. They're gonna trudge their way back in. The Sixers too, obviously. And those two spots they're gonna be needed. So buy Cavs and buy New York.
Tip's still running his
playoffs.
plays in the ground.
Yeah,
He
for
is.
real. Still running his plays into the ground. And like I said, Randall's not the guy to carry you to a ring. Randall's the guy that'll be there to help a guy carry you to the ring. All right.
Nobody likes Randall, bro. That's funny.
Huh? He hasn't done enough. Like you can have one good year. He had one good year last year, and everybody's like all over him. Like, come on, bro. Like one good year is not enough for you to be like, I'm going to be the next MVP and lead the New York to the title, bro. It's hard to win in NY, man.
Yeah.
Well,
That's when Brooklyn's there.
Yeah,
if I look at the
especially
top
when
eight,
Brooklyn's there.
if I look at the top eight, who gonna fall? I want to say Charlotte. No, I'm joking.
I didn't say that.
I was about to have bad service.
What?
Technical issues.
Nah, I love me some Melo, bro.
I love
Whatever. But I don't know. I probably would go with. You know what? I like the Wizards' depth, so I'm not gonna say the Wizards. I like because they, Trez be playing this year. Like he back the way going this. Oh, Trez?
He's terrible.
So,
Nah, he playing on there, bro. For real. He might be six man. He might be 6 man of the year again for them.
Yo, bro, no jump shot. And defensively, he's
Bro,
alive.
you were the one who was on Trez.
Yeah, and then I wasn't that much. I was just like, yo, he's playing well. Then I started realizing he doesn't shoot the ball.
Okay.
Like he shoots terribly. Like
He does. But I'll ride on Toby. I'll go with the Cavs on that. All right, let's go with the West. Who's in the top 8 you think might fall out? I'll start with Dave this time. Dave, you hear me?
Oh snap! My bad. My bad. Yeah.
The West. The West.
Oh,
Who
the
you think might fall
West.
out?
The
Yeah.
West. Okay, so this is it's gonna be a double answer here.
All right.
If LeBron for some reason,
Oh wow!
if LeBron for some reason, in some way, shape, or form, gets injured or something for the year, the Lakers is falling out. All right, that's it.
They're not.
Literally the
They're
only
not.
reason why they got them 11 wins is probably because of Bron. If not, they're most likely squeak in like they did last year. They'll barely get into the playoffs.
Laker hater, by the way.
In that case, if that happens, I'll say the Timberwolves is going to fall out for sure. They just don't. I don't think they just got a good enough roster to compete with almost anybody. Cat is nice, but other than that, I don't really see them. Like, I don't even know how they got here in the first place. Seriously. I think they're just feeding off other people's losses.
very possible.
Toby, who you think, bro?
I see teams like Memphis up there still. This is kind of tough because this year is real weird. Like you got Portland still at the bottom and Denver still at the bottom. 2 playoff teams, 2 teams that were in the playoff last year, and now they're 9 and 10 seeds. So it's really weird. But I'm gonna say Memphis. I don't think Memphis is gonna last. I think they'll drop. I think Denver will move.
Memphis is a 5 seed. Damn.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
Whoa,
what I mean.
damn! They're above
10.
the Lakers.
They're above the Lakers. They're above the.
Everybody above the Lakers. We get one more dude in this room. We can be above the
Their
Lakers.
records are so identical: 12 and 10, 12 and 11. It's close. So I'm gonna say Memphis though. I don't think they're gonna last. I think Denver's gonna come back up even without.
How long is what you call out for for Memphis.
Well, Ja, right? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Ja
I'm not
hurt
sure.
out right now. I know that. So, all right. Yeah, I'll look at that in a second. Oh, who do you think they? Jeff.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna agree with Toby. That's who I was planning. I think he's a star, but it's not enough star power. I mean, the Wizards. I said the Wizards. The Grizzlies are giving up 114 points a game while only averaging 110, and they're 5-5 in their last 10 games. They don't really win at home much. They're 7-6, so they basically one win from basically 7-5. Excuse me, they 2 losses away from having an even record, and they 4-4 on the road. I just don't think it's enough talent there. I mean, it's enough talent. They're just not mature enough yet. I mean, you got Jarrett Jackson. I haven't really seen him hit the potential that I was expecting him to have. A 6'10" shooter whose dad was a professional ball player on a championship team. I thought he would come in. He has the professionalism, but the game isn't there yet. Ja can't carry the load yet. I don't think his body is ready yet. Yeah, he's a talent. He's an all-world talent, but he's so small and his stature,
Lanky.
and he's fragile, very light. So when you start talking about over the course of an 82 game season and the bruising he's gonna take when teams start focusing in on him, I definitely see them falling all the way out.
Well, to your point, yeah, he out right now. It says he gonna return this season, but no timeline on his return date.
See, so and they barely made it last year. Remember, didn't they get in the play-in game last year? So
last year, yeah,
it's not like they were going to knock it out. So yeah, definitely Memphis falling out.
Did they say he tore something? What?
He got a sprain knee, saying, but they're not saying no.
That's gonna. He'll be all right. He'll be back. He'll be back within like a month, maybe a month.
I mean, he could be back, but that's gonna impact his speed, his cutting. You know,
yeah,
that's real shifty. He got that Kyrie kind of game, herky jerky, left, right.
Yeah,
and he can high rise. He can dunk on cats. So
yeah, that's gonna get him fucked up though, because he's going against these big dudes. They're not gonna be afraid to knock him out the air, yo.
Yeah,
dude like that hitting the ground. He's not Wade. Wade had that muscular posture. He could take that shit. Morant.
He's not AI either.
Yeah, he ain't AI either. Yeah.
Well, I do like your Memphis take, but I kind of like Minnesota staying in. I think Dallas could fall out though.
Drunk.
No.
Yo,
way. Luka will carry them to a 6 seed easy,
bro. KP is so inconsistent.
Nobody said nothing about KP. I said Luka gonna carry them.
I heard you. What I'm saying, because he's so inconsistent, he gonna call them not to get there. But like, yo, like he be having like 8 points, then have 18. Like it's so bad. And then Luka forced to shoot so much, he's not efficient no more. Like or less efficient than what he used to be and stuff like that.
They don't care. They don't give a fuck. They'll let Luka shoot 50 times. They don't give a shit.
The good thing about Luka is he can contribute at rebounding, passing. So you don't have to actually. Tim Hardaway will give you a few games where he has that. He gives you that flash where he looked like he earned the money. But he's consistent too.
I forgot about him because he ain't doing that much.
Terrible.
For
we said this to Luka, man. Not a lot of people look like they do much. Yeah. Like,
I mean, listen, I would probably go with Memphis, but if Dallas would be my number 2, I like Minnesota. I like Anthony Edwards. My boy
D'Lo.
D'Lo, he killing this year too.
Cat, I like
and Cat. So I like that or whatever. I think they got a chance to really stay in. Like if they get an 8th seed, that's a good season for them. Minnesota may make the playoffs or whatever like that. So I think
they want to avoid that 7 and 8.
Yeah, they do.
They want to avoid that. That's already
because nobody want to play the Lakers.
They're not liking y'all today.
Not today, every day.
Never, bro.
He put a picture of Braun with a clown mask on my on the side. So, all right. So listen. So let's go the other way then. What team that's not in right now do you expect to get in the East, Jeff?
Atlanta. Okay. They holding opponents to 107 points a game, and they averaging 110, 8-3 at home, 7-3 in the last 10. They got 4 players. They got 6 players averaging double figures, and then they got 4 players shooting over 38% from the 3. And I think that's the recipe to keep them in the game and actually keep them in the play or get them in the playoffs and have a good run. I don't think last year was the fluke. I think last year was actually the beginning of something really special there. From the reports I was hearing that Trey is now focused on the regular season when last year he used to say he hates the regular season. He just wanted to get to the playoffs. So, him taking that leadership and getting that $200 million that they gave him, I'm confident with that. We know Collins is a beast. We know they can shoot. Herter's coming along. You still got Gallo, who's,
he hurt?
leadership.
Yeah.
But I think the Hawks are getting.
I heard they were mad about Capella. Like he ain't doing what he was last year, like on pick and roll.
Still early, and maybe he got that bug that Trey had, that whole like I'm a coast in the regular season, show up in the playoffs thing. But he's gonna be important. He can be really important.
I'm mad because Nate was my pick for coach of the year, and they ain't been showing up so far. It's kind of making me a little upset right there. As Tobi say, check the tape on that. We'll see.
They got the last 10 games. They've been pretty good. Like I said, 7-3, and they're good at home. And as long as you can win at home, you go to them.
I'm going to Dave this time. Who in the East that is not in the top 8 or playoffs would you say we're definitely going to get in still?
Well, I said it earlier. I always had a little favor for Boston. I don't know what's wrong in Boston right now, but they got more than enough star power to pull themselves back into the playoffs easy. Especially with the Knicks struggles. Yeah, I can see them actually by the end of the season probably being close to a 4 or 5 seed, challenging possibly for a 3. Because they're Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, bro. That's a killer one too.
They haven't been getting it done yet, though.
Now they got Cancer showing up the middle. All right, they still got Marcus Smart in there. No, they just got to get it rolling. I don't know, something's wrong. They had a kink, just like we had a kink. We had a kink first 4 games. We had a kink in our system. Once they work theirs out, man, they just get rolling again.
The most important acquisition that they made was Al Horford. Get him back.
Yeah, and getting Al Horford back, that leadership, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and getting rid of Kemba Walker. I think he was messing him up, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, Tobi, who you think? Well, you go to the Sixers. But
Sixers,
besides the Sixers.
Can't do that, man.
That's his team. I'm not going to say that.
I guess I'm going to say Boston then.
All right.
I know your personnel. You know you're going to say the Sixers.
Let me ask you this then. How high do you think the Sixers can go?
The Sixers, they could be a 5 seed right now.
5 seed, okay.
Yeah, 5, 4, 5. They'll be in that range.
All right, they'll be in that range. 4, 5. I got you. Let's see. On the West, who's out? You think going to get in the top 8? Tobi, let's start with you then.
And who's out of the playoffs right now? I'm just gonna go. Who's gonna get into the playoffs?
Not in.
I'm gonna go with Denver. I think Denver's gonna make it because Jokic. He's gonna carry them. That's what he does. He carries this team. Portland, Dame is not Dame this year. It's not gonna happen with them. So I'm gonna go Portland. I said Denver.
All right, Jeff.
Well, terribly, I'm gonna agree with Tobi. I'm gonna say Denver too. They got the reigning MVP. And listen, man, they 4th in the Western Conference in opponents' points per game. So they stopping cats. They just got to start scoring. Once they start scoring, they'll hit their stride. I mean, MPJ, yes, that's a big loss because I expected him to be like the second leading scorer on the team this season. Like I figured Murray was gonna be out till what? February maybe.
April.
Yeah. So I'm like,
February,
okay.
March,
February, March. So I'm figuring, damn, MPJ gonna come in there. He gonna go from 18 to 20 to maybe 25, possibly, because you got him and Joker. You can't really stop that, but it's just not clicking right now. But they'll get in anyway because Joker's just too good to not make the playoffs. And his brother's really about that life.
Yo, I can't believe they came to Miami.
I do. I believe it. And went to the club afterwards.
Did they?
Yeah, they was in the club buying bottles in Miami. They had songs.
That's crazy. Yo, the Joker brother's crazy. I told him.
You don't want to mess with them motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Something like overseas.
They'll kill you and be glad to go to jail, yo. They're like, I can't wait to get to jail.
Yo,
it's crazy.
Dave, who you think not in the West right now, playoff picture that will get in?
Blazers. I know y'all said Dame ain't himself, man, but Dame's averaging almost 25 a game still. I mean, that's if somebody said I'm not myself, I'm gonna go average 25. I think I'll be in a pretty good spot. I think they're another team like Boston. They're another team like Boston that's got to figure out how to get it together. Jerkic, he's gonna be doing his thing inside. McCollum is the one that I'm worried about. He hasn't really been playing as well as especially he did last year. He's used to playing off Dame. He says he's trying to play instead of Dame because Dame seemed like he's trying to play his way out of there. Yeah. So, but if they do get it together, I don't think Portland's gonna be stupid enough to get rid of Dame Lillard unless they get the King's ransom back for him. Eventually, he's gonna get tired of losing games and turn it on. And like I said, the West for some reason is like weak toward the bottom of the standings. So I think they can squeeze in 7-8 spots, same way Lakers did last year.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll figure it out. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what? You might be onto something, Dame. Look, that's what superstars do, man. They play so bad, you gotta get off of
Yeah.
them. Like, out of here.
Yeah, but he's still gonna advertise for the other teams that want him, so that he
Yeah.
could do 24, 25 a game. But he's not giving them that 30 that he was giving them last year. Last year he was just on another planet. Like, oof.
I got to give two. I didn't give my East one, so I got to give two. So my East one, I actually gonna go with Indiana actually to get into the playoffs.
Again.
Listen,
This last year, bro. We went through this last year, and I told y'all the Pacers. I told y'all the Pacers was trash last year and wasn't gonna make the playoffs, and they did. And y'all still trying these guys.
Bro, they got a little squad. Levert, Sabonis, Brogdon. They got a little squad over there, man.
They're not even doing it right now, bro.
You even like Levert and Brogdon and all them or whatever. I'm just saying.
I like both of them when they, but it's something about them, man. They just not. It's not happening.
Man, listen. How Atlanta better than them? They do the same.
They don't have Trae Young. That's
They
how
got-
Atlanta's better than them.
What you?
That's how Atlanta's better than them.
player. That's what they
Period,
don't
bro.
got.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
Listen, man. Brogdon right now, he ain't Trae Young, obviously, but Brogdon is balling, yo. Just saying. And not to mention Levert. It's a bonus, man. It's a bonus all-star. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna roll with Atlanta. I mean, not Atlanta. I'm saying,
Well, ain't nobody an all-star yet. Ain't nobody an all-star.
Talking about last
yet.
year.
Yeah,
Living on the past.
I know.
Speaking of that, the Pacers are beating Atlanta right now in this game they
I
play
know, I
tonight.
was just watching that. I was like, damn, they're gonna be doing it right now, right?
Anyway, and for the West, I'm with Dame. I'm going with Dame, man. I still think it's Dame time. I'm gonna go with Dame and the Blazers, yo. First of all, in Denver, it will only be out of them too, obviously. In Denver, they don't have a consistent second scorer. They have one with MPJ. Now they really don't. I don't never trust Will Barton. Aaron Gordon ain't never been a scorer, and Joker's got too much on him right now. I feel like they teetering. They need Murray back, really.
Yeah, once they get Murray back, bro, they're gonna kick it up another notch.
Next year, though.
Yeah,
it's too late by then. You know what I'm saying? And but Dame, I feel like ain't gonna go out like a sucker. Yo, he's not gonna go out like not making the playoffs, bro. I just don't see it, man. So I'm gonna go with Portland. You don't believe it, Toby?
Just not seeing it, man. Just not seeing it.
Not seeing it, bro.
All right.
And they already fired Stotts. I just don't think. I don't know if Chauncey was the right pick.
What's crazy is low key they miss Melo low key. Honestly, I feel like the bench scoring. I'm saying I think they do. Honestly.
He might miss them too.
Good shit, Jeff. Good shit.
Anyway, all right. We talked about firing Stotts last year, and we talked about coaches, man. Who's your current coach of the year right now, Jeff? Who would you say?
Steve Kerr. Got to give it to him, hands down, man. The job he's doing. Listen, this roster is really still the same as it was last year. It's really the same players, bro. Nobody different.
It's the exact same
team, and now they 18-3 at the top of the Western Conference, in the top three at least. You know what I'm saying? Playing outstanding. So how do you not give it to this guy? He's taking whatever he did to Steph to make Steph be like, yo, I'm gonna play lights out last year and to carry it over this year. Like, come on, that's genius coaching right there. He must have pulled a Phil Jackson move or something like that. But I got to give it up to him, man. Same team from last year. He got him in the top of the standings. That same team that was in the play-in game.
Toby?
Good take. I'm gonna go with
the pick already.
I picked, yeah. I picked in the first show before the season started, Monty Williams. I mean, I felt like last year he should have got it, but I felt like they gave it to Thibodeau in New York. So I felt like this year the Suns were going to be between a 1 and 3 seed, and he was going to get it this year. They went on that, they don't know what, 16 game winning streak or whatever. So that's just another accolade, you know, to hold on to for the season.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Even better.
They just beat the Warriors the other night. So
that's why so now they have the same record. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Monty Williams. Easy pick for me.
You agree, Dave? I'm sure you do.
I was gonna say Frank Vogel because anybody who get old men to run up and down the court once, like automatic. Nah, I'm just kidding, y'all. Of course, Monty Williams, man. Like, bro, I'm not a big like, oh, we're gonna win. I'm not one of them unbelievable fans that will take garbage and try to make it look like a diamond. But we're really good right now. All right, we just beat the quote unquote best team in the league. We're most likely gonna do it again on Friday because home or away, it don't matter to us. We're winning anywhere. He should have won it. Like Toby said, he should have won it last year. I think he got hosed last year. The fact that we made it all the way to the finals, we got hosed. But they're gonna give it to the guy that won the ring most of the time. But yeah, Monty's my pick, man. And until he gets fired, Monty's my pick. Sorry,
until he gets fired.
That's it. Until he gets fired. I don't see that happening for a while now. So
what's crazy is last year I felt like Paul should have won MVP and Monty should have been Coach of the Year, and they ain't do neither.
Paul definitely should have won MVP because
none of these dudes.
Look what he did there. Look at the turnaround from one guy, bro.
He averaged 16 points a game, bro.
It's not the points you got. That's the thing. It's not the points you got to worry about. It's
not all numbers.
Assists and the steals and the defense and the court chemistry he brings, yo.
They was already.
It's like you said to me today. It's more than just points and boards, right?
Listen, right, but y'all was already hot in the bubble the last 10 games in there.
Well, we didn't lose anything. We didn't lose any games in the bubble. We were.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So
yeah. Mind you, the only reason why we had to leave the bubble after that undefeated is because 8 was suspended for the first 25.
Facts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right. So we got 27 games into the season. He got to play 2 games, and then we ran the table in the bubble, and still got bounced.
All right, well, I mean, Monty. Listen, I like Monty. I thought Monty was a good coach from the beginning. I like the fact that him and Chris Paul got a history that they was in New Orleans together. So I like that they kind of they really clicked together. And I like what he's doing. We'll get into the Suns a little bit later, as a whole. But I'm gonna go with you, Jeff, and Kerr and whatnot. I didn't. The Suns were in the finals last year, right? So they were already a good team. Who saw the Golden State be a number 1 seed? Never. Just saying. Nobody did. And like Jeff said, only thing, the same team except for they actually lost Kelly Oubre. They actually lost somebody from last year.
Not Tsunami. What is he? Tsunami who? Toby, what's his name?
I don't know. That's his
Tsunami something.
But I'm just saying, y'all got him now, right? Oubre. It's Charlotte, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Yeah,
he's solid forward though. He's not
a
starter, but he's good.
He's streaky. He's terrible.
Yeah, he's good coming off the bench.
He's a bench player. He's a bench player.
Yeah, he's a bench guy. Yeah, he's good coming off the bench, bro.
He'll give you some quality minutes. Put it like that.
Yeah, he'll give you very good quality minutes, man. Lockdown defender too, yo.
Yeah,
but just
they
can't
don't
score
have him
for
anymore. Yeah, and Golden State. So I like what Kerr did, man. This is Kerr's best coaching job since the first year he got there. I feel like, honestly. So
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I feel like that he's back to actually coaching. You know what I mean?
I mean, how much of it is Kerr and how much of it is Steph though? Because I feel like if you put me in Kerr's spot on game day, Steph would still go for 45.
But it's the other
system, bro.
Playing, bro.
The system they play. Like,
yeah.
He built. I feel like he kind of made that system.
Wait, and you know what? I'm gonna retract what I just.
It's funny because Kerr's system, it's hey Steph, get 40 feet away and launch it. That's his system, yeah.
But wait, let me back up though, because that first year he came, they were still in Mark Jackson's system. So I don't know how much Kerr did for that.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I mean, the high pick and roll seem like it's been in Golden State forever, don't it?
That's all Mark Jackson did, but Kerr instituted more ball movement, more
ball movement. They moved.
Yeah.
He moved.
Kerr ran San Antonio system from Pop, basically, like the ball movement.
I'm wondering why Kerr don't run the triangle there, man.
It don't work with those players. They not.
Yeah.
Built like that.
It don't work in general in the league no more. It just don't work.
I disagree with that, but it don't work with those players. Okay. I think the triangle could work in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, they would need Kyrie for it.
Body and Mike,
they would need Kyrie though.
No, you got Harden.
You would need a thinking point guard, man.
Harden.
Yeah.
KD is a run player.
No more, yo. Harden is a
better point than Kyrie.
Harden is barely running a 2. He's barely running 2 right now. He's pushing.
Nah. He is a 2, but he's now a better point guard now because he can do everything.
I don't know that Harden. I don't know that if I had Harden, he's the guy that I want giving off the ball. I want him shooting. You know what I mean? He's the set shooter. He's the guy I want my guard getting the ball too. But he's being forced into point guard duties. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Listen,
I mean, it possibly could work.
That's a good segue about Brooklyn Jets. So my next question was, you already kind of answered it, Dave, but the other guys said, will we see any of them back this year? The 2 All-Stars from the East, Ben Simmons or Kyrie? What do you think, Jeff? Will we see any of them back this year?
We'll see Ben back before we see Kyrie, because like Dave said, Kyrie really put his foot in his mouth now, and where is he trying to go with this? what organization is going to want to take on? He's been a headache for a long time since Cleveland.
Not just I'm about to say not just for Brooklyn. He was a headache for fucking Cleveland.
Been a headache everywhere he goes. He is the cancerous of the team, the cancer of the team that he break down and go. So
I feel bad.
I don't feel bad. I mean, he chose that path, but I see Ben coming back first. I see Ben getting traded and then getting on the floor this year.
Okay, that's my that climax. I love the energy that you guys bring, or whatever like that.
Appreciate it.
Tobi, what do you think? Either of them come back, Ben or Kyrie?
Ben is going to be there. Kyrie's done for. Don't know. He's not getting the shot, so basketball. I don't know where his basketball future is right now. But I know Ben is still going to be back. I don't know when he's coming back, but he'll definitely be back this season. Probably get traded, somewhere else, like Jeff said.
You think he'll be back in the Sixers playing, or just back in the?
No, they're going to trade him. They're going to trade him. I don't know. I think, in my opinion, they should trade him. I feel like we could get some pieces for him. I remember a few weeks ago, the fake report came out that we was going to get like the people from the Kings, De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton. Or something like that. That was a big report, I guess. I was so happy about that. But
that's Kobe's favorite word. That's Toby's favorite word. Fake news.
Fake news, man, because it was BS, man. I was like, yo, this is too good to be true. We about to get De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese for Ben.
No.
I think Ben is gonna get traded. If he stays with us, his game still hasn't improved. He has not played yet, so I don't know what Ben's been doing. So yeah, Ben would be back before Kyrie, for sure.
Who y'all think needs the player more? Brooklyn needs Kyrie more right now, or you think Sixers need Ben more?
Brooklyn needs Kyrie to win a chip, in my opinion. I mean,
that's what I agree with that.
Yeah. I think even the Sixers, even if Ben come back, shit ain't happening because Ben still is not going to do what he needs to do. But Brooklyn, I think, even though they're like earlier we talked about them, they're on top of the East right now. But to me, they are beatable without Kyrie, So especially in the playoffs, like I got the Bucks over. I will pick the Bucks over them if they got to a 7-game series. I will pick the Bucks over them.
Over Brooklyn?
Yeah, without Kyrie.
Fully healthy?
Fully healthy without Kyrie. I'm going to pick the Bucks to beat them.
I don't know.
It is what it is, man. Tell, man. You'll see. But I just think they're beatable. I just think they're real beatable without Kyrie. Like Kyrie made them invincible, but now I feel like they could be half.
I mean, we could put a
on the team. Patty Mills. They have no defenders. Patty Mills.
I said that Kyrie's not really a defender himself.
Kyrie's not a defender, but he's such an offensive. He's such an offensive threat that's why they made him invincible. I mean, we always talk about they have no defense. They have no defense last year, but they still had Kyrie. Now you take away Kyrie, and that extra needed punch isn't there. I feel like in the playoffs,
you crazy.
They had it with Shamet, but they traded
took him 7 games last year.
With a half a game, but Kyrie got hurt. After Kyrie got hurt,
I'm saying with a half a heart, and they took
half a heart. Okay, do you remember what happened? Harden started, he got hurt, and then Kyrie was playing, and then Kyrie got hurt. After Kyrie got hurt, I think they won one more game, and then the Bucks won the rest because there was no Kyrie. I mean, Harden was hurt. Harden was hurt though; he wasn't healthy.
He wasn't.
Kyrie was gone. Once that happened, in my eyes, Bucks was supposed to win that series.
So Jeff, you think the Nets can get to the chip without Kyrie?
Absolutely. After what I saw last year, they took the Bucks to 7. They had an overtime game, and now you add a fully healthy Harden with an off season. Absolutely, they the best team in the East.
You agree, Dave?
Who won the chip?
100%. First off, I don't think either Ben or Ben has not playing for the Sixers ever again. Sorry, but guys got to be able to trust you, and he fucked that up. Besides, what Ben were you going to get back anyway? You're going to get back the same Ben that ain't going to take a shot in the fourth quarter?
True.
And they're going to go on World Star and fucking shooting threes and shit. Like what Ben are you going to get back? You know what I mean? Nobody wants that anyway. I'm with Toby on that. The only way Ben Simmons dribbles a basketball in the NBA again is if he gets moved, and he's going to have to get moved. But it sure as fuck it's going to be for Fox or Halliburton. It wasn't, even if somebody said Fox, just Fox straight out, no. Or just Halliburton straight out, no. Like, he ain't worth that. He's worth
in a hypothetical world. You put Fox on the Sixers, they bad.
He's worth a couple of picks, a wave, and then you can re-sign him for minimum bucks. Like, until he proves that he can, be the Ben Simmons we saw at LSU. Kyrie, as far as I'm concerned, is done. But I agree 100% with Jeff. The Nets are right now the best team in the East, and they now they got a whole year to figure out how to win without Kyrie. Personally, I would rather face the Nets than face the Bucks again, because Giannis is just an unstoppable puzzle. I know how to solve Durant. That's already been proven.
So then, why you got the Nets beating the Bucks? If you say a team should rather face the Bucks,
I want the Nets to win. I'm with you. I think the Nets are going to go. I don't think.
And you think it'll be an easier?
Yeah, it's going to be an easier trip for us if we go, because I'm almost 99% sure we're going back to the finals. Warriors.
Wow.
Yeah, Warriors.
Wow.
Warriors be damn. Y'all doubting, man. But last year I ain't doubt, yo. And we ended up there, man. So
I got
but I'm trying to set us up in the East. Who would be the best?
You said 99%, man.
We tried going at Giannis. Our team don't got an answer for Giannis defensively. Like, we can't put Ayton on him. He get cooked. All right. Yeah. We can't put Paul on him because he'll get bodied. Like, so
who you gonna put on KD?
We can just box out KD. We could put Bridges on KD. All we got to do is just do what he did to Steph the other night.
What's in your cup?
Keep a hand in his feet. That's it. Harden's legs are gonna be jelly by the time he gets to the finals. Trust me.
No,
he played in the East, bro. The East is tough. Right?
He's never had a player like Kevin Durant, the caliber. Like, he's really coasting right now. He doesn't have to do much heavy lifting. When the playoffs come, James Harden is going to turn it on.
I don't know. James Harden might get injured. Go to the medical tent. I don't know, man. Like,
I'm not too worried about that, man.
Kevin
Durant has too.
Yeah,
you just said
that's what I'm counting on. Giannis,
you gonna put Bridges on KD? That's hilarious, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Giannis ran us up and down that damn court, yo.
KD
like, for the first two games, he figured us out. But yeah, I see the Nets going back. I see Nets Suns this year, man. That's my if y'all was calling out a championship pick, that's gonna be it. Nets.
Don't worry, this on wax.
Suns over the Nets, baby. Let's go.
We already did ours on the first show, but now we got yours. You got
this on wax. We will find you.
There you go. I'll be back, yo. Make sure y'all here. Yo. I got the receipts. All right.
Same time. What was that? Okay, so so y'all think so you think Nets, but y'all think Ben not come back to the Sixers at all?
No. My concern is, what will they get for him? Who's going to give up
draft picks
valuable?
Draft picks for maybe a second round, 2 second rounders in 2 consecutive years, a conditional first, possibly.
So do the Sixers have to eat any of his money if they offer him?
The Sixers have to eat all of it. The Sixers should just waive him. That's it. They should just waive him.
So if he does come back,
they can get lucky doing it that
way.
So
y'all can win a chip with him now, Toby?
Who?
Ben, if he does come back.
No. Sixers ain't winning
potato chips.
No
offense, Toby, man. No offense. I hate shit.
I mean, I'm a realistic fan as well, and I know what it takes to win a chip. You don't got what it takes to win a chip, even with Ben, because Ben doesn't shoot. He doesn't get buckets.
Okay.
You know what
y'all needed him in the fourth quarter of that game. I'm sorry.
Y'all needed him. You gotta beat the Hawks, man. You gotta beat the Hawks.
Listen, man. Doc Rivers might be your problem, man.
It's not Doc Rivers, man.
It's not Doc Rivers, man.
Damn, bro.
Doc Rivers. When your all-star point guard refuses to take a shot in the fourth quarter, yo.
Trey, you got him in the paint, and he passed it to what's his name? Yeah. Come on, bro. That's something is up wrong mentally there at that point.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Before I said I was gonna feel bad for him, it's Kyrie. I think Kyrie got bipolar disorder,
Yeah.
Like I've seen 2 different sides of Kyrie over the last 10 years, yo.
Y'all gotta watch.
He's got.
Y'all gotta watch. Huh? Y'all gotta watch Gilly the Kid on All the Smoke.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yo, you talking about Ben? Yo, I was dying. Killing him, bro.
But again, Philly ain't a town for everybody, man.
Yeah, it's hard to play there, yeah.
Well, let's talk about a better town.
It's real hard to play in Philly. Trust me.
Let's talk about a great town. Let's talk about La La. LA. Let's talk about Tinseltown, baby. Let's talk about the Lakers. And the question is, with a hater Dave and the rest of them, will the Lakers turn it around and wind up at least a top 4 seed by the end of the season?
Wow.
Who wants to take that? Tobi, why don't you take that?
No, I'll go first. I mean, based off what I've seen from the Lakers, it's hard to say that.
That's fine.
But the West is just so like after like Phoenix and Golden State, a lot of the records are close. So I think it is possible. They have to, get their rhythm. They really don't have a rhythm. They haven't won 3 games in a row, I think. So once they start doing that, it's still possible. So I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna go.
All right.
West is so
That's why I like Tobi, man. He always know what he's talking about. Jeff?
I'm gonna say top 4, no, because with the remaining schedule, with 59 games left, the Lakers have the toughest strength of schedule remaining, with their opponents being 51.5% winning percentage. I do not think they'll be a top 4. Get in the playoffs, yes. Top 4,
Yeah.
no.
All right. Go ahead, Dave. Go off, Dave.
Yo. No. To flat out, no. No, the Lakers are not. First off, you're going to have to sit here and look me in the eyes, Mike. I want you to tell me that the Lakers are going to be better than the Warriors.
No, I said
Okay,
that.
the Lakers are going to be better than the Suns.
No, I wasn't either.
Okay, will the Lakers be better than the Nuggets at full strength? Because they're going to get Murray back this year.
Yes, they're better Nuggets. Yes.
That's still not full strength though, because they don't have MPJ.
Yes. Why are you looking at me like that? Yes.
They're going to be better than the Jazz.
What are you doing, man? Are you top 4 or not?
No. I'm putting all the teams ahead of them who I think are going to finish ahead of the Lakers. The Jazz?
They can be better than the Jazz.
They can beat the Jazz, yeah.
Yeah, they can beat the Jazz. Yeah.
We never liked the
Okay,
Jazz here.
so here's one thing. Here's one
Tobi
reason why I'm
had
going
the
to say.
Jazz last year, though.
Here's the main reason why I'm going to say that the Lakers aren't going to make it, because Mike galvanizes everything he says, the hopes and dreams of his teams on if we healthy. We're 20 games in, and you guys haven't figured out how to get healthy yet. So what you going to do 60 more games down the road against what Jeff said, the hardest part of y'all schedule coming up? Y'all got the cut. The first 20 games was supposed to be cakewalk for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA set this up for y'all. Yo.
Mm-hmm. They did.
All right, they gave that an old person's schedule, bro.
Yes, they did.
And y'all could not manage that. So what you gonna do now when y'all facing? Man, please go ahead, bro. Like y'all lucky. Y'all lucky if y'all get that playoff game again, yo. Facts. All right. Like.
All right. Well, let me retort for my answer. I
should have been on this show a long time ago. God, no. But bottom line, no, man. Lakers ain't getting no 4th seed. If the Lakers get a 4th seed, I won't say another word about them until the end of the season.
But that's when we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out, right?
No, well, yeah, obviously, yeah. So if they get a 4th seed, I won't say nothing about them. I won't say nothing bad about them in the playoffs if they get a 4th seed. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, that's on wax. I heard that, right?
On wax.
All right. Hold on. If they don't get the 4th seed, Mike,
yeah,
you gotta admit what we all know already.
Wait, you might know.
Suns is a better squad than the Lakers flat. Just flat right now.
I don't agree with that, Dave. If the Lakers are healthy with LeBron, AD, Melo, that's just too much firepower for me, bro. I'm sorry.
Melo's on his last legs. Everybody knows this.
No, he's not. What the hell? Do you like his last legs?
He on his second career as a role player.
He on his last legs, bro. How many more years do you think Melo got left in him?
2.
Right, like this, he can play 2 more years like this, bro.
That's reaching. That's a reach. Melo was about to cash in if the Lakers didn't pick him off the garbage heap.
Nah, he got re-signed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He would have just retired.
But that's a deal, though. That's a deal. I'll take that deal. But listen, it really don't matter. Honestly, I think we could do it. But really, 4th seed, 5th seed, pumpkin seed, celery seed, we still gonna win the chip, regardless of my opinion. But besides all that, I will say this though. I think I don't know who said it. I think it's Tobi said it. It's all jumbled up. Like we're only 2 games out of like 5th right now. Honestly.
Yeah, it is.
So I feel like a couple more losses, and wins for us, we're right there. And yeah, we had a rough start, but the chemistry now coming together. I feel like, we'll see when Bron get back, obviously. But Russ, low key, been playing great the last 5 games.
Yo, against the Kings, did y'all have Bron or no? Right, he was out, right?
Yeah, he was.
Last night he was out. Yeah.
But when y'all played the Kings, y'all had Bron and y'all lost.
Okay.
Could a case be made that you guys are a better team without Bron on the floor?
Come on, man.
Never. Come on, man. Are you crazy?
Could a case be made that y'all a better team without Bron on the floor?
What's in your cup? Because
what's in your cup, bro? Like,
don't worry about what's in my cup, huh?
That's the work cup. What's in that cup, bro? Like, are you crazy?
Nah, it's like I said in the beginning of the pod, man. Bron is the only reason why y'all even relevant, and that's for real. So he'll just carry a team to a playoff, but. He's not a leader to me. He's not a leader of men, yo.
Who?
Yeah, he's got some rings, but he's lost more than he's won.
You know, Babe Ruth struck out more than he hit home runs, right?
Who?
Babe Ruth.
Yeah, that's baseball.
He's like one of the top 10 strikeouts in history of baseball.
But that's baseball. But like you can't. It's like saying, but why did Jordan go 6 for 6? Was he that much better than Babe Ruth?
Yeah.
Like Jordan never got to the chip and lost.
You know, okay, we'll give you.
Now we're off topic, but let me.
But yeah, I'm just saying.
I got Lakers in the top 4 seed. He wanted to hold Bron indictment. That's hilarious. Whatever like that. But let's move on. Let's move on to what you want to talk about, Dave. What you here for? After last night's game between the Suns and Warriors, look at this guy. Who would you say is the best team in the league right now, and why? I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna get to you, Dave. Last. I'm gonna go with Jeff on that.
So right now the best team in the league.
They have the same record now, right?
They do.
No, we're better. No, we're actually
same record.
We're 18-3. Yeah,
same record. Yep, same record. I'm
we're number one.
The Warriors. You know why I'm gonna go with the Warriors? Because listen, and this is what I'm gonna explain to you, right? The way they're playing right now, they're gonna kick up another gear when they get a 3-time NBA champion. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like when their Warriors get back. Play, it's going to be totally different. Totally different. That team is going to be so much better. If they're doing this with Steph, Draymond, and listen, let's not forget Wiggins. Wiggins might not be hitting you over the head, but he's getting solid, consistent team figures, playing really good. He's bought into the concept along with the other players. I mean, I'm still waiting to see when Wiseman starts to get that next little kick in his gear. Not points, but just solidify the rebounds, the blocks. Like, just own that part, because him and Draymond with Clay, Wiggins, and Steph on the court, it's kind of dangerous. So I'm going to say the Warriors.
Pull off the bench. They're going to pull to the bench.
But I'm just saying, like, if they're trying to complete, like, you know how they had a Death 5 back in the day? Like, they had the, you know what I'm saying, the Death lineup, whatever. I think that lineup is going to be real big for them to be in this position right now and still haven't gotten Klay Thompson back. Scary. Best team in the league I'm looking at.
All right, Toby, what would you say?
Best team, not Golden State, the Suns.
Okay.
They're on a winning streak.
Thank you, Toby.
How many games is it?
17.
17 and counting.
They just beat the Warriors yesterday, so it has to be the Suns. Easy answer.
We beat the Warriors without Booker.
Yeah, he played the first half, bro.
He played the first quarter.
Anyway, I guess you're going to say the Suns and why, bro.
If I'm me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, of course it's the Suns. Because we just watched the previous best team in the league get beat by them. Not only that, but if you guys really go check for check on Clay staying healthy, would y'all take that bet?
I would.
This is a guy that's
off the chill.
Huh? No, he got injured, came back, and then got injured again immediately.
Yeah, I got you.
Lightning does strike more than twice, sometimes. So I don't trust Clay at all for the rigors of an 82-game season. Honestly, if I was Steve Kerr, Clay would be coming off the bench at this point, and Poole would be the starter.
And if they do that, they're even more dangerous.
Huh?
That would make them more dangerous.
Imagine your bench containing a Clay Thompson. Your bench.
Well, wait. The only problem with that is he doesn't dribble much. He don't have much dribble off the dribble.
No, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't need to, though. He's a spot shooter. He's a guy that moves around, ball movement, get open, pop.
So he can't be your leader off the bench if he has no dribble game. I mean, other people
have to be your leader. He just has to be your leading scorer. You still gotta have a good point guard, a civil point guard, and get him the ball. As long as you have that and you got a good shooter, man.
Thanks, Chris.
Your inside guys need to stack your bench with inside guys like Wiseman. Wiseman, I'm sorry, but Wiseman's still not starting material. All right, I'm sorry. I don't know what.
If JaVale McGee can start, Wiseman can start.
Well, JaVale McGee is a lot more experienced.
Oh,
Wiseman's
he
young.
played for y'all, and I was waiting for you to
Wiseman's
tell
rookie
me.
year was last year, right? Like last year he was a rookie.
Yeah,
So I didn't see him. I haven't seen him make that jump yet. Honestly, Pooley's playing better than him. But that being said, I just don't trust Clay to stay healthy. And without him, that's a rough stretch. We don't have injury issues. Like major injury issues like that. Like Booker, I think he's gonna miss maybe 2-3 games. He'll miss the next game.
Booker hamstring be bad though, man. He missed games.
Well, they say he only mildly tweaked it, but they're playing it safe for him. They're not gonna rush him back and like we need to win because we're gonna rather take the wins down the road. All we got to do is make the playoffs. That's it. We make the playoffs and it's right to the finals.
99%, right?
Just like last year.
Okay.
Just like last year, yo.
All right. Well, this year, it actually, honestly, it is tough. I mean, y'all make good points. All y'all do about both teams. The Suns are pretty deep, yo. You know, because they added Landry, and then they got a campaign. You know, he low key.
We got McGee. We got McGee too.
They got JaVale, and then you got and then and now that Bridges is starting, and he doing his thing. And the Crowder's still always solid, as you know.
Yep, so. and then Kaminsky off the bench is a beast.
Stop it.
Yeah, stop it. Like,
stop
I can tell you.
I was waiting for this. Oh,
we was with you the whole ride, but then when you got on that bus, you wild out.
I was waiting for this. So when Ayton was out earlier this year, all right, Kaminsky was putting up 20-point games like he was just a regular thing.
It's the offense.
It's just Paul too.
Kaminsky's trash, man. Sorry.
Kaminsky's not trash.
Trash, bro.
All right,
he just love your team. He does love your team, man. He was doing good until you said,
"Yeah,
nah, man."
That's how I know you love your team.
Yo, we tried Sarge, who has yet to play.
Sarge, oh my god. Yeah, all right.
He was good enough. He was good enough to ride with us in the finals last year, Mike. Oh, okay.
Sarge.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
Dario been traded for a reason, honestly, several times.
So, our bench, top to bottom, is super strong, man. I'm sorry, our team is just super strong, man. We can survive a Booker injury and still be all right, yo, and still be all right. And we're the only team to hold. We're the only team to hold the Warriors under 100 points all year.
Yo, this is for you, Dave. It's your boy E.
Yeah. Go ahead, please. E money. Tell him.
Not yet, man. I'll take it off. I'm telling you, I'll take it off till Christmas, man. I'll take it off smoking till Christmas, man. So I'll be back. Don't worry.
But I don't know about the Kaminsky, the Frank the Tank thing. You lost me there. I was with you the whole ride, though.
Yeah. But you know what? It's tough. But right now, I know they beat them last night, but I'm still gonna go with the Warriors. Because if their point differential is crazy. Like I said, they be smacking teams, bro. And their defensive, huh?
Go ahead. Keep going.
Same team y'all play, whatever.
He researched it.
We don't play the same schedule.
Defensively, they're great. Like, you know, I think they're number one in defense, something like that. Like, so I'm gonna go with the Warriors, man. And even Steph is playing defense this year. Like, so, you know, I mean, Jeff said it right. Wiggins is key, man, because Wiggins is long. He can play several positions defensively, and he might give you 17, 18 points. And he always, like, Wiggins is right where he need to be. And he got to be the go-to guy. He got to be the number 2 guy. He's got to like play his position. So, and I like the Golden State, just their system, their atmosphere. I'm gonna go with them still right now. Even Mike Brown on their bench is a good assistant coach, bro. Like,
and he's always been a good assistant coach. Always defensive juggernaut. Yeah. He's always had that. Warriors are 12.8 point differential.
Right, that's crazy.
So they're scoring 12 more points, holding their opponents. That's crazy. That I got to give you that.
Almost 13. That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. Like
that's what I'm saying.
That's like, really crazy.
Steph is second leading scoring. You know, like I'm gonna go with them, man. And Book as good as he is, like, you know, if Book ain't scoring, you know, sometimes it's hard for y'all to get points. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with the Warriors right now.
Was it hard for us to get points? Was it hard for us to get points last night, Mike?
Oh my God, it's one game, bro.
One game.
Yo, come on, man. Y'all
but what happened in the finals when Book hamstring pulled? Right, y'all was having a hard time, and y'all got killed by the Bucks a little bit. So
no, Giannis killed us regardless. Giannis had young legs, and he's just an enigma of a talent. Yeah. All right, he can do anything he wants on the court, literally.
Yeah.
So we wasn't going to stop him. Y'all sure as hell wasn't going to stop him either. All right, he would have did the same shit to AD. He would have did the same shit to Dennis Schroeder.
Listen, I'm going to give Dave some merit on who they played because I'm looking at who they played. They really ain't played nobody, yo.
The Thunder
Like, they really
twice.
haven't,
Watch
bro.
out for them Thunder. All the way down to
Yeah,
the bottom of the standings. All right,
Kings,
we got the
New
Kings.
Orleans,
All
Houston,
right. The
Chicago.
schedule
Chicago's a
also
good one.
has been very weak.
Chicago is fucking top 2 seed in the East.
Cleveland, Detroit,
Cleveland the playoff team.
Toronto,
Man,
Portland.
Chicago got Lonzo Ball. That don't count.
Whoa. I'm a Lonzo Ball fan, bro.
All right, man. Moving on forward, man.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started, Jeff. I like you, Jeff. Don't get me started.
Yo, I thought it was dope though how they played each other, the Ball versus Ball brothers or whatever the other night.
Bar said, I told y'all.
Yeah, I told y'all. He right.
And now he want to build his dynasty in Chicago. I thought he wanted to build it in LA. What happened?
He wanted to, but I've a lot of times when players play at home, it don't work out. When players play in their hometown, it's rare that you see that really like work out like that.
A lot of times when players' parents try to be more famous than their kids, it usually don't work out either.
Well, listen, it worked out for
That's
them.
what it was.
Lonzo's got $80 million.
Is LeVar still selling chicken? Remember he had that grill where he was selling LeVar Ball brand chicken? That shit was just like, wow, yo. Yo, what happened to Big Baller Brand? Yo, they still in business?
No.
They got an F on the BBB.
Yeah, they did. Terrible.
Yo, there's people still waiting for their kick so that they bought like 3 years
Don't
ago.
matter, man. Like what? Look,
Don't matter.
Yo, I'm just saying. Yo.
Listen, Zoe just got $80 million, and Melo want to give about 150. So
if Lonzo was smart, Lonzo would have been like that. Just stay at home, shut up, and we'll give you 10% of what we make.
Nah, I don't know, man. He got them a lot of publicity.
He out there wrestling. He out there in wrestling matches, bro. With the shirt
don't
on,
matter. He got them
fake bodies. Come on, man.
He did what they didn't have to do. He did all the
Lonzo.
He
should have let Lonzo. Hold on. Agree with me with this. Lonzo's shot is broken. Yes or no?
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. You crazy?
Hell no.
He threw like 37% from three.
Yeah, Lonzo be shooting, bro.
Lonzo balling.
All right. What's his free throw percentage?
Like 78 or so 75 right now.
Tobi the statistician around here, so I don't know. He gotta let us know too. Tobi the statistician, man.
I gotta check the other stats.
Yeah,
all right, get back to us.
All right, get back to y'all.
No, I'm talking about get back to us on the Lonzo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meantime, next question was MVP race, man. Top 3 y'all picks right now. Who would y'all say in order? Jeff, who would you say, bro?
I'm gonna go Steph, Giannis, KD.
Giannis, wow.
Steph, Giannis, KD. Excuse me, Steph, Paul, KD. Yes.
Again with the Chris Paul shit.
He didn't get it. Yeah, listen, man. If they don't give it to him this year, it's gonna be a problem, bro.
Lonzo shoots 75% from
free throw, right? That's pretty good. That's
really good.
Yeah. Stop hating, Dave. All right. Who you got your MVP, Tobi?
Steph, KD, man. Let me say
Chris.
He's not saying that, bro.
I'm not saying
don't say that around
here.
here.
I don't want to say Chris Paul, man. He's not.
They don't believe that around here, Dave.
No chance, man.
No chance, man.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Joker.
How? They 10th in the league.
They're out the playoffs right now. I mean, I guess
carry them.
How though? How they're winning? They're not winning.
And he's gonna be in the discussion because he's the only one on the team. That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
watch it end like that. It's gonna be Steph, KD, and Joker. That's gonna be
Joker got it by default last year because Embiid couldn't stay on the floor, and he's not winning this year.
He's not winning this year. I know. I mean.
No, they're not winning games. What I'm saying,
they're gonna win games, man. They're still in
they're not winning games, man.
Go ahead, Dave. I want to hear this.
First, KD. Oh no, it's actually gonna be Giannis. You want Giannis, KD, Steph. That's my top 3.
Okay.
Steph, I think because Steph is just gonna shoot himself into the MVP discussion. That's his bread and butter. Last year he had a serious off year.
He does best.
I give it to KD because KD, like I said, I think they're gonna run the table over there on the East. That's gonna keep the voters from going Giannis, but it really should be Giannis. If you ask me pound for pound who the best player in the league is, Giannis. But
we asked MVP.
In terms of MVP, it's gonna be KD most likely.
Okay.
As long as they remain number 1, they gotta remain number 1. That's key. If they
Who's
fall
your
out of
third
that 1 seed,
Who's your third player?
Steph.
So you got Paul,
I ain't got no
KD.
Paul. Ain't
Who
got
got
one.
one?
I don't have Paul. No, I was going to tell Chris Paul thing. Yeah, I mean he's good enough to be MVP. He is good enough
Bro,
to be MVP, but
bro,
he'll never
I'm
win.
done,
No. Let me make sure. No. Hold up. If we're talking about who we think should win MVP, like if we had a choice
Right now, no, like
of
as
course,
of right now,
of course, I would. My vote would go for Paul, but I'm speaking realistically. Who we think is gonna be MVP? All right.
So
No league will ever vote Chris Paul as an MVP. Why?
Last year was
I
his
don't know.
chance,
He's
man.
not flashy. He's not dunking on cats. He's not shooting.
That ain't why, because he averaged 14 points. That's
and
why.
10
But yeah,
assists
but he's also averaging
and like 3
assists, bro.
steals.
Yo, hold up. I'm gonna give y'all a trivia question, yo, real quick. Only player in league history, period. 20,000 points, 10,000 assists, 5,000 boards. Go.
All right, we know it's Chris Paul.
You know it's Chris Paul.
Okay. All right. So that right there should at least bring him some kind of MVP. But has Chris Paul ever been an MVP? No. Okay. So you know what? People don't value assists anymore. Nowadays, it's if you ain't shooting it from 45 or dunking it from the free throw, you ain't shit. Nobody appreciates a mid-range shooter. You'll never see a mid-range shooter win MVP.
The assists are fine, but you got to give at least 20 to be MVP. You can't be giving me 14.
Why?
Points, bro.
Why?
Like,
when Nash was winning his MVPs, I think he was just breaking 20, right?
I said that last year.
Nash was a 20, I think. Like
Barely, like
20?
Barely. But his 20 came from free throws because he was a slasher. He's such a good slasher. He got to the hole. He would get to the line 10, 12 times a game.
Bro,
like we couldn't rely on Nash.
Is he the MVP on his own team, Chris Paul? Some people like Devin Booker.
Yeah, absolutely. No. Look,
Devin Booker's not a winner.
Devin Booker was there. We weren't.
Chris Paul made him a winner.
All right, but with Chris Paul, we are because he brings the best out of Ayton. That's what we need to do. We need to bring the best out of Ayton, man. Ayton really could be our MVP if he really fucking
never averaged 20.
But I think it's stupid we ain't re-signed him. I don't know why we throw 43 mil at him.
18 to 12.
Yeah, like
every year.
18. I think it was, what year was it that he won? It was like
2000 and what?
What?
Six?
Nash?
Yeah.
Yo, Nash 2005, 2006?
Yeah.
2005, yeah. It was like 18 and 11, basically.
Yeah.
Only way Chris Paul will get votes, and honestly, his stats if they win like 60.
To me,
games,
last year was his chance.
He won't even get votes for that, man. Yo, his vote will be like fifth. He'll be the dark horse guy. Nobody wants to see it. That's why the MVP voters are people that want to just see flashy shit. Like that's what.
And also, they're not on TV enough.
Yeah,
they weren't. They weren't like they're not national.
Yeah,
sellers.
Exactly. We're not in a big market, yo. Like that's the thing. Also, man, people shit on us because we're like a small market squad. Man, we're not LA just living off Daddy Warbucks paycheck. Bro, I'm serious, Bro, I'm serious. Like, yo, Mike, you're not a fan of the Lakers. My boy said this today when we were discussing this at work, right? He was like, yo, I bet we was talking about you. And I was like, yo, this dude.
Why you talking about me at work, bro?
Because I was reading what we was going back and forth. I was reading what you were saying. And he was like, yo, this dude is the kind of dude that if the Lakers ain't win no chips, he would not be a fan of them.
Not sure. I've been a Lakers fan.
He said also if the Los Angeles wasn't in Los Angeles, if it was like Milwaukee or some place that didn't get big market, like San Antonio or something like that, you also wouldn't be a fan of him. And I'm like, yo, I think you're right, yo. I said, because all his teams that he liked just happen to be leading in championships.
Of course.
That's a hell of a luck. I'm afraid to ask what your hockey
Yankees.
team is, yo.
I don't have a hockey team.
Okay, but if you did have a hockey team, it would probably Mike would be like,
I don't even know who the hockey teams are, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's just a coincidence. He was like, yo, it's a coincidence that all his teams are just all championship leaders, right?
No, they championship leaders. Pittsburgh won a championship, what, 10 years? Whatever.
But who got the most? But they got the most rings, right?
Tied for it.
Okay, the Yankees, right? Got the most rings, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's
front
right.
runner, yo.
That's because my dad was Yankees fan his whole life, so I followed my dad on that one. Whatever.
Okay.
So I can give you one of them.
And Lakers because Kobe. Had nothing to do with.
But you're in love with big paychecks, bro.
No, I was in love with Kobe, and I stayed with the Lakers. I went Lakers.
Wait. So before Kobe, you was a Lakers fan too?
I was 8. I had no team.
Wait, how old are you?
36. I'm 37. Oh, whatever.
The fuck, damn! Hanging out with these young bucks, man. Hanging out with these young dudes, man.
I have no team. When Kobe went, I went. It was just like that, bro. And I stayed ever since.
Yo, I became a Suns fan when I was 5, yo. All right, it was the first time I ever seen the dunk contest, and Larry Nance won that shit. And I was a fan. I was just a fan of dunk. I was ooh. So I remember the name on the jersey, and that was it. That's how I became a Suns fan, yo.
Wow.
I didn't start following them. I was 5. I didn't start following them till maybe I was 7 or 8 when he got Kevin Johnson.
Well, my dad took me to Yankee City when I was 5, so I've been a big Yankee fan since then. So, and of course it is.
So I can give you that one. I give you that one because you know what, you're in the Easter area, whatever, and you know a lot of people just fuck up and be Yankees fans. But for the other two, it kind of looked like you cherry picked who had the most chips.
I'll tell you what, cherry picked that. I did cherry pick the Steelers. I'll give you that. And these guys know.
He had he flipped flop football teams, bro.
Well, as long as I've known him, he's been a Steelers fan.
No,
so, that's true.
He took a year off.
Yeah, I met him. He
took a year off.
They were trash, bro. They were trash. I had to go.
Oh, wait. Tell me about this. Hold the fuck up, Mike. Who was your fan last year?
Yo, what last year?
It was the year before last.
Yeah,
he was like, "Yo,
I remember what Mike said in the conversation. I'm not gonna go in. We on a basketball.
Nah, hell no.
I remember who his other team was before the Steelers. I remember those conversations.
Whoa, remember that, Tobi?
Who was it? The Patriots?
Oh, I remember.
He fought to the Patriots.
I know who I said. Tobi.
I know you said too.
Yo, who was it?
It wasn't the Patriots. I promise you that. It wasn't the Patriots.
He was a Ravens fan. Yo, he's so fake, yo. Mike don't get no legs.
You went to the rival, bro. You went to your rival. You went to your team's rival. Like that's like me being a Jets fan,
bad,
bro.
man. I couldn't do it. I had to go, man. I had to go for a second.
I think that was before he became a Steelers fan.
Well, if anything y'all could say about me, man, is I'm a fan. I'm a diehard fan, bro. I lived through Buffalo since I was 5 years old and Suns since I was 5 years old, bro.
Jeez, I wish Buffalo would run the ball. Call somebody.
I'm an A's fan. Baseball, I'm an A's fan, bro. All right, we ain't had a chip since '88. Like, yo.
Guess what, Dave? Everybody on this panel picked the Pats yesterday to beat the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we did.
You know
I'm sorry. I hope you guys ain't putting money.
Everything's for money.
I hope you guys.
Everything with this panel is for money. We don't do nothing for free.
But anyway, I gotta go. I'm setting this show out, bro.
Well, I guess I'm about to lose that money. Then, so whoever's betting Bills is gonna win that.
Power rankings 1 through 5. Who'd you say right now, Tobi?
Phoenix, Golden State, Brooklyn.
This will get tough at now.
After Brooklyn, that was 3 teams. I'm gonna go Utah, Miami.
Oh yeah, Miami all day either. Actually, all right. Oh yeah, Bam had a surgery today.
But it's only the finger, so that's why I'm not really concerned about it.
Yeah.
If
it was something else, I would be concerned, but it's just only the finger.
Who's your 5, Jeff?
I'm gonna go. And listen, you all know how I do, so don't beat me down.
Go.
Right, here we go. Right. So I'm gonna go to Warriors first. Even though they just lost to the Suns, I think they just better than them at some point, and it will come to fruition. I'm not gonna leave it on one. So I got Warriors, Suns, Nets, Warriors, Suns, Nets. Who's 2? The Bucks, excuse me, and then I got the Bulls.
Okay.
At 5.
You think they can sustain this,
guys? You
think they can sustain this?
I do.
Doing right now,
I do.
Man.
Because you know what? I think they could take turns. Levine has been showing he's a scorer. He's a prominent scorer. He's a bucket, a walking bucket, and he will dunk on you. And then Lonzo is filling into that role where he knows his role. Like he's not trying to score 30. He give the assist the ball, and DeRozan got a little bit left. Then you got Kobe White off the bench. I just think that's a lot of back.
And Vucevic.
And they got him in the off. Yeah, so they got a good solid team. Billy Donovan's got to really put it together though to make it work down the stretch.
I forgot he was their coach. Yeah. I don't know about that. Dave, who you got? What's your 5, bro?
Suns, Warriors, Nets, Jazz, Bucks in that order.
So the Bucks over the Nets, and the Nets are number 1.
No. I said no. I'm going from 1 down. So Suns number 1, Warriors number 2, Nets number 3, Jazz number 4, Bucks number 5.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed the Nets.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna go with your 5, Jeff, except for the Bulls. But I'm gonna go with the Dubs, then the Suns, then the Nets. Then I'm gonna go with Bucks and then Jazz. I'll go with them.
I don't like the Jazz. I never have.
But Jazz are a good team, bro. Like
it is consistent. Come down to it, playoffs.
Jazz are very consistent. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, when they get to the playoffs, choke.
All right, well, Dave, I promise you, I got you out before 9:30, bro. It's been a good show.
Awesome, man.
Huh?
Said appreciate him coming on.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on,
man.
Before I got Jordan, man. Appreciate the people in the comments. Climax, E-Money, Chris. Psyched up for that. Another episode of Half Court Trap. We'll probably do another one in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. We won't do any basketball thoughts. I'll let you know.
Let me know, man. This was dope. This is dope, man. Pod, yo. I like this, yo.
We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for real. Sure. So I'll be more than happy to come back, yo. Just let me know.
Before we go to all our followers, you can catch us on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. for Beyond the Trenches 2. Same platform. Send the link out. You'll see it. Get with us, man. Get with us.
If we beat the regular, I might be on that.
I
might get my face
Nah.
next Tuesday, bro.
Come on there, when they lose, win or lose, man. Come on there.
We drowning.
When they lose, come on.
I'll see what I can do about making it happen, yo. I'll see what I can do about making a guest appearance there, yo.
All right, well, we'll see you guys then, man.
All right, man.
Later, man. Peace.